The next morning, the smell of ammonia and freshly cut grass has faded a little with the hustle and bustle of any given day. I step into the classroom, a few students already in their seats. Ren hasn't arrived yet, with my window seat unoccupied as evidence. I should... I think I'll just sit in the same place as yesterday, actually. I leave the seat he had claimed the previous day for him. In exchange, I get to enjoy the view of his desk. Which, given his typical level activity, is objectively as exciting as watching moss grow on a rock. But let's say that, in my subjective point of view, moss can be fairly interesting. A few minutes later, as I expected, he arrives, his eyes scanning the room as he crosses the class doorway. When he spots the desk I have purposefully left for him, there's a barely perceptible pause in his step. And then, the bell rings, and he slips into the seat beside me without a word. I can't help but notice the subtle movements out of my peripheral vision. So naturally, my gaze darts once again towards Ren Aizawa. And for the first time, I catch him looking back. And it hits me. I'm not exactly subtle, am I? It wouldn't take a genius to figure it out. I'm infatuated with Ren Aizawa. Even if I never say it out loud, let alone act on it. Not because Ren is a boy, at least not just because of that. It's because I'm Itsuki Ono. And Itsuki Ono wouldn't talk about feelings he has no business having. This thing with Ren, whatever it is, has never felt possible enough to be dangerous, so I just keep it to myself. If anything, Ren being a guy makes it easier to keep this a secret. No one expects it. No one looks for it. So, as long as I don't give myself away, it blends into the background. One more quiet, meaningless little secret in a quiet, meaningless person's life. Still, in this moment, with his pitch black eyes on me, I wonder if I've been more obvious than I thought. Am I making him uncomfortable? Did I upset him? Would I even be able to tell if I actually did upset him? I look away first, pretending to dig through my bag, heat creeping up my neck. And just like that, the class carries on. But that one moment lingers with me the whole day, making me too embarrassed to look back at either him or the window. At least my new fixation on the board in my own notebook has made my notes on the syllabus guides much neater than the years before. Inspiring. After class, I went to the school library to borrow a few of this term's required reading books. The place was quiet, mercifully so, and smelled faintly of dust, old paper, and lemony disinfectant. I was getting books for class, so it wasn't like I had much choice. Still, I took my time browsing the shelves slowly, fingers trailing across the spines. I checked out 3 books in total, hugging them to my chest as I walked through the corridors. Even though class ended a while ago, the school grounds are still full of life. Oh, right! The club fair! I'd completely forgotten. Sorry, Aizawa-san. The moment I step out, the noise hits me. The school entrance is full with tables set up with colorful displays. Students calling out to passers-by with pamphlets and awkward smiles. I walk past the group offering samples from the cooking club, which I politely refuse, afraid of the potential Potential food poisoning. Another table even has a karaoke mic set up, with someone shamelessly butchering some old power ballad. But then, something else catches my eye. A small booth, if you can even call it that, barely more than a single classroom desk and a few poorly arranged pamphlets. Sitting behind it, with the same bright-eyed energy she had during her class introduction, is Endo-san. She's handing out leaflets, grinning as if she was running the biggest, coolest, most exciting booth in the whole fair. The sign taped to the front of the desk reads in bold, messy handwriting, "End of the World Club." That ridiculous name makes me stop in my tracks. And so does Aizawa-san, who now stands in front of the booth. Arms crossed. What is this supposed to be? Endo-san beams, undeterred. If anything, her grin gets brighter. Oh, Aizawa-chan, would you like to learn more about the End of the World Club? I'd have liked to learn about it yesterday, through the club registration form. Also, where did you even get that desk from? I carried it downstairs. Huh? I'm still rooted to the spot, hidden behind the 3 books pressed against me. Neither of them seems to notice me. Wait, is there an elevator? That's not the issue here. The issue is that this is the first time I'm hearing of this End of the World Club. Oh, perfect. Let me explain. She pulls a pamphlet from the stack and waves it dramatically towards Aizawa-san, who mindlessly takes it. Did you know that the ancient Mii calendar says that the world is meant to end this year? This year, Aizawa-chan? December 21st, 2012. It's practically around the corner. That theory has already been debunked several times. Sure, if you want to believe the scientists and archaeologists and their so-called evidence. But what if they're wrong? What if this is our final year on Earth? Did you just casually drop that as some sort of club requirement pitch? Think about it. If the world really is ending in a few months, we can't just waste our time pretending to care about entrance exams. You said we've got to make this year count. That's what the End of the World Club is all about. I stare at the sign again. End of the World Club. It's the kind of name you'd expect from a parody skit, not an actual club proposal. We need to make the most of our time before the curtain drops. Do something new. Break out of routines. Let's stop acting like life's just happening to us. To stop acting like life's just happening to us. That line hits me surprisingly hard for such an absurd speech. Aizawa-san is probably deciding whether to report this to a teacher or just leave. But that sounds interesting. The voice catches all of us off guard. Ren? Ren Aizawa steps forward, casually plucking one of the neon-printed handouts from the stack. He scans it like he's flipping through a takeout menu. You told me not to go straight home after class, didn't you? Try a club, meet people, yada yada yada. So, here I am. And didn't you find any other clubs you like? Nuh-uh. This one has a certain appeal. I'm having a hard time trying to figure out whether Ren is serious or joking. See, Aizawa-chan? He gets it! No, of course he doesn't. This isn't even a real club. That's why he's interested. Yet,
it's not a real club yet. We only need 3 members to register. Wait, 2? 3 including me? And he counts, right?
I better too. I already made a life-altering decision. He has to be joking.
You just picked up a pamphlet.
It's a start.
Yay! So we just need 1 more member. Aizawa-chan. Do you want to join us? You're out of your mind. Also, you need another member and an advisor. Good luck trying to convince an actual adult to join this nonsense.
Ren's expression shifts. Wait, was he actually serious about joining? I'm an adult now.
Then start acting like one.
Before her brother can say anything back, Aizawa-san leaves, with a scrunched pamphlet still in her hand, her decisive strides louder than usual. Ren doesn't follow her. He stands there, one hand holding his colorful handouts, the other curling at his side. Endo-san forces a laugh. It comes out stilted.
Ren Aizawa-kun, was it? So, do you, have any ideas about who could be our 3rd member?
He tilts his head. I'd say he looks interested.
Wait, me?
I blink once, twice, and then realize both Ren and Endo-san are now looking directly at me.
He does?
There's a pause, like the world itself is politely giving me a chance to say something, to deny it, laugh it off, or pretend this is all a misunderstanding. That would be the sensible thing to do, right? But instead, Ren casually holds out his pamphlet. A bright, ridiculous, neon-colored pamphlet that reads, "The End of the World Club. Live like you mean it." And before I can even think it through, I take it. It's not even a conscious decision. I accept the pamphlet with all the presence of someone taking a flyer for a gym they will never attend. I glance down at the paper now in my hand. It's cheaply printed and has badly drawn due to a mushroom cloud on the corner. Endo-san gasps in delight.
You're interested? That's amazing! You're amazing! I knew you had the vibe with someone who thinks deeply about the impermanence of reality.
I have no idea what that means, but she's thrilled. I attempt a reply, but my mouth is dry. Probably from shock, or fear, or the fact that Ren Aizawa is still watching me. Watching me. Like he's actually waiting for something. And I have no idea how to handle that. I just thought the name was kinda weird. It's a terrible cover. But somehow, Endo-san nods in approval?
Exactly! The shock value. That's what makes it perfect.
Aw, there's no way out of this, is there? But maybe I don't want a way out of this. The thought strays in. Uninvited, but not entirely unwelcome. I check again the paper in my hand. Still a bit warm from Ren's fingers. I don't believe for a second that the world is ending this year, or next year, or the year after. I don't believe in Inshin, in Mayan doomsday conspiracy theories. But I do believe in excuses. This is probably the best one I'll ever have to get to know Ren better. It's not like I'm delusional. I'm not expecting anything romantic. I'm not that reckless. If anything, I've always considered myself a pretty realistic and self-aware person. But maybe this is the only way I'll ever get close enough to know what kind of books he reads. Or what kind of music he likes, or why his eyes are always glued to that window. So, why not? I'll think about it. It's barely more than a mumble, but Endo-san hears it like I just pledged allegiance to her entire cause.
You'll think about it. That's practically a yes! I mean, that's totally a yes.
She does a little celebratory spin behind the desk, nearly knocking over her stack of pamphlets.
Okay, I'll take care of the paperwork and all the boring bureaucracy stuff. We don't want Aizawa-chan to murder us.
She flashes an exaggerated "okay" sign. Way too energetic for someone talking about administrative paperwork.
You guys focus on the important stuff. Thinking about what you want to do before the world ends. Bucket list, dream goals, unresolved grudges. Go wild.
Anyway, we have no time to waste. See ya! She bundles her flyers into a messy stack and disappears into the fair booths, leaving her own poorly decorated desk behind. I fumble a vague goodbye, but she probably doesn't hear me. After a short, awkward silence, Ren gives me a nod of farewell and walks off down another corridor. I stay there for a second longer before shaking myself out of it and heading the opposite way. I stop my stroll at the line of cherry trees next to the school gates. They're in full bloom today. Delicate pinks, catching in the sun. Soft petals falling down with elegance. Yeah, cliche, I know. You often say so about cherry blossoms. But the thing is, they are lovely. Not in any spectacular, earth-shattering way. So, I get the overrated allegations, but I do find them beautiful. So I put my books into my bag and take out my digital camera. It's a bit old and scratched around the edges, with a piece of tape holding the battery in place. It takes a few seconds to switch on, and makes a little whirr, but it still does the job. I lose track of time pretty fast, fiddling with exposure settings and waiting for the right breeze of wind to scatter the petals just so.
You look like a tourist.
Huh? I jumped startled, almost dropping my camera. When I turn, Ren is standing there, hands in his pockets, hair disheveled. I thought you were going home. He shrugs, staring at the tree branches above us.
Didn't want to be now on my way back, so I took a nap on the rooftop instead.
That would explain the bedhead. How long was I out there? He doesn't answer. Maybe he doesn't know either. Then his stomach growls. He flinches barely and his hand goes to his abdomen like he can silence it by sheer will.
It probably was a long nap.
He looks back at me.
Did you eat yet?
I shake my hand. Head, I didn't have lunch, thinking I would skip the club fair and leave the school sooner. He points vaguely in the direction of the street.
There's a family restaurant close by.
He probably means Hoshino's. Warm, welcoming, and a fairly good quality price trade-off. Yeah, I know. It's not far. He pauses and asks again, more directly this time.
Wanna come?
My brain short circuits at the casual offer. I should say no. I mean, I shouldn't, but I should. Right? Right? Yeah, I'll go. No. Okay. Oh, I mean, yes, that would be nice. I somehow managed to spurt those words without stuttering too much. He just nods, as calm as ever. Cool. Let's go then. It takes me a few seconds to realize he's waiting for me to move first. Makes sense. Right now, he's already a few steps closer to the restaurant than I am. When I fall into step beside him, I feel like my autonomic nervous system just shuts down, having to awkwardly remind myself how to breathe and walk at the same time. Being next to Ren Aizawa shouldn't make me this anxious. After all, I've spent a whole year sitting just inches from him. But this time it's different. This is the first time he's spending time with me of his own volition. Like some sort of date. Date. Weird choice of words, but I'm sure he would call it that. For him, this would be a hangout at best. Maybe he's just embarrassed to go to a restaurant alone, or perhaps he's avoiding being confronted by his sister. Still, I'm glad that my presence is more comfortable than hunger or a table for one. If you'd like to see the rest of how the story develops, the End of the World Club demo is free to play through itch.io and Steam. I have more narrated parts coming soon, as I like to help Tomotoad and their team succeed in funding their Kickstarter campaign to complete the game. I hope you will too. Please, I need to see these two men kiss. Furthermore, if you're interested, I invite you to take part in the Creative Arts Expo I'm hosting. Seek this video for more information. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more of this code read format I'm attempting. Ciao, ciao!